Hi guys, so the topic for today will be head defenses using the pattern taken from the weaponry movements of Filipino martial arts. It's this, here, one, two. I can do. Hey guys, Guro Gani here of Rapido Realismo Kali Training Group. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and click the notification bell so you will be notified whenever we uploaded new videos. As much as possible, I'll try to upload every week of our training, tutorials, tips, and interviews, and hopefully gear to review. So again, please support me in this platform. Okay, so let's go to the video for today. For today, we will be teaching some actually I've seen it a lot of system, and this might be inspired by them, but what I usually do is try to look for different way of different patterns from Filipino weaponry system and apply it in a Filipino martial arts, or apply it in an empty hand perspective. So what I did is try to slow down some videos of Master Henry, try to slow down videos of my colleagues training in Filipino martial arts, and seeing and imagining how they will apply it in MTN. I've done tons of videos explaining and applying, which is the common application of stick to empty hand by shortening it and doing the dulo or doing the knife and then translate into empty hand. Not everything can be translated to empty hand, that's the truth. But the problem is, most of the time, the thing is, they will always saying that this comes from this comes from that. I admit that that for this word today, or what's happening today, that we have YouTube, it's easier to get something from this system, and then tell it to you that it is yours, no? So, but for me, I won't gonna say that this comes from us. But what I do is, I'm gonna try to check videos of commonality, which is a common thread from this system to this system, from this system to FMA, and how can we do it with the Filipino perspective, or a perspective coming from Filipino martial arts. For example, you can see me doing most of the time doing this. Most of the time doing this. This comes from this one. Whenever we do, so this bakuran comes from this, and then when we do the double stick strikes, this goes to my kappa. This is not the common to Filipino martial arts. You can see it in different system, different personal self-defense system, and even silat moves. So I think this is a very universal. But as an instructor of Filipino martial arts, I need to dig deep and see and find out not only the common thread, but the movement that it's actually coming from the movements of the stick. Okay, so for example, I'll try to show you 3 different ways of when I do defenses with my empty hand. Then I'll try to show you how where it came from and how I do it with weapon. Okay. For example, this is the defense against head or any strike that I call bakuran. This is bakod, which is common, usually literally a Tagalog word for fence that I've seen movements and concept taken from the UK base of personal perspective, personal self-defense system. That fence is a really good way to teach students how to communicate and how to use boundary setting. Okay, so but when you move forward from this fence, you move forward, what you do is you're doing the fence offensively, which is what I do is this is bakod, and this is bakuran bulusok, or bulusok bakuran, whatever you can call it. But for me, it's just bulusok. So when you do this, strike and block. So I'll strike you, then move forward to block you, or I can wait here and block with the payong. In Rapido Realismo, we call it takep. Takpan yung head, or cover your head by doing it in this manner that you move forward. You're creating a triangle, which is the common in Filipino martial arts. So you need to move forward and assess it by closing in and controlling your opponent. Okay? So I'm not saying this is original to me. I've seen it done by a lot of people. But like I said, my job as a Filipino martial art instructor is to see the common thread from different systems, and for me to explain it to my student, I need to find out the movements of the Filipino martial arts and express it in an Antian perspective. Okay? So this is bakod or fence, and this is bakuran. I can do it here, I can do it here, I can do it, or in Filipino martial arts we call cuatro cantos. Any strike that coming from here can be treated as angle number 1. Any strike that coming from here can be treated as angle number 2, number 3, and number 4, or so on. So I can block it by moving forward, and block it by moving forward, block it by moving forward, and block it and jam it by moving forward. Okay? So I'll try to apply it with my son later on. Okay? So next will be, usually when we do the tiklop. Whenever we do the tiklop, is usually we do it like this, or you can just plainly call it the, what do you call this, pluma in other system, but most of the time this is how they do it. Tiklop or wing block. But when you do it and express it in NTN perspective, almost similar, is you're doing it like this. You're blocking it, you're doing it, you're protecting your face while moving this. There's two ways to do it. First is cover his head, then tap the arms that he's attacking with, or his attacking arm. Or what you can do is move forward by blocking this one to protect or cover your face or cover your head. Then this one is attacking the neck. Okay? So try to do it on the other side. Try to do it on the other side. So that's the head covering that I called kip. So this is kip. So kip means to just trying to pull your body in a close proximity like this. Okay? So this is bakuran, bulusok. This is kip. Then the next thing that I'm gonna share is the usual commonly called kappa. In three weaponry movements. This is the redonda, or the sinawali. Okay, when you translate it to empty hand, 1, 2. This will create this. Most of the time when you do it here, or when you punch, and you do this. It's like kappa because it's kip, Dracula kip. Like I said, most of the thing that I've done is by researching it from and seeing is looking for the common thread that will give justice to what I am doing, and try to do it 1,000 times and try to test it using pressure testing method, like such as scenario based on sparring. Okay, so this one can be used to 1, 2, 3 tap, or the hubad. You can easily just tap and reposition is a strike to going toward here, but most of the time I don't care about that. What I do is just protect my face. Some people say you're open here, but like I said, I've been to fighting a couple of times on the street. Most of the time, they will really aim at your heads. There's only few individuals that will gonna strike you on the body unless you tie them up or you close in and grab them. So that's definitely, they don't have the choice. But let me assure you that 80% of the time they will really aim at your head. So first thing first, you need to protect your face, protect the jawline, so you will not be knocking out on the street. Then moving forward, so they will regain the necessary position to see your body. Okay, and again, this is not just doing this. What I do is hand, then attack and explode. So that's what I do. Okay. So there's things that you can do. There's a lot. So this thing is another way is by doing a simultaneously block, simultaneous strike, a block and a strike. So if you apply it with empty hand, this will be like this. This will be here. This will be here. And this will be here. Most of the time, this is just really blocking, not moving forward. So I call it kalasan. So one, you're shielding, shielding, and shielding, and shielding. Okay? So let's. I'm gonna ask my son to be my partner. Okay? Sweet. Okay. So for today, I'll try to incorporate things and apply it in a partner perspective. For example, like I said earlier, when he strike me with this one, what mostly Filipino do is the takip or the payong movements. Then try to wrap it down and strike it, or try to do it here. One here, or moving forward and wrapping it down. So that's my perspective. So when I see this is my bakuran. Then when it hits, this is my bulusok or bulusok bakuran. If he punch me with haymaker, this is a movement that I want. Most of the time I want to block it and stop it, then hit him here. Not to end a fight, but to gain an advantage. But by moving this, I can wrap it and continuously destroying him. Or just in case at some point if he attack me in this, I still have this one, so we can head back in doing this. So what I want is just to create this and stop it momentarily and hit with this one, or I can just move, destroy his balance, so I can snap him in the back. So that's what I want. So that is bakuran or bulusok. When he punch here, he punch there, he punch on the lower part, he punch on the lower. So that's what I call bulusok. Okay. So next is what we call the tiklop. When it slowly, one, slow. Here. So I can attack him here. If he attacks there, then block it here. Okay? So if I do it in the perspective of a strike, I can do it like here, pass it, then strike this one. I can do it like this. It's up to me. But in a personal perspective, or personal self-defense perspective, I can do this. Then move forward to destroy him. But just in case I'm late in his strike here, what I do is I can just train to do this like this, but instead I'm blocking this one and then doing the elbow thrust or the spike. But if I do it on the other way, which is blocking like this, almost similar, I can block here and tap this one to stop this. So that's another way. Or I can block it, straight punch, block it, then attack his neck. For example, then control him, so I'm inside of him to finish the fight. So that is tiklop movements, lock by moving forward. Okay, next is kappa. Kappa, like the usual, is keep his strike slow down. Sumbaga. 1, 2, then 3, or 1, 2, then 3. Again, sorry, we have not enough space to do it. 1, 2, then 3, or I can do it here, in 3. If I do it empty-handed, sorry, if you punch me here, I can do it like this, by pulling this one, and then executing it like this, and here, or if I'm here, then he punch. Look, I can punch. Yeah, look, I can do it like this, and continuously be moving forward to destroy, or just here. Sometimes they said they're gonna hit the head. For me, it might be wrong or right or wrong, but my advice is don't focus on this one. When you hit here, just focus on moving forward, because when you are afraid, for example, I'm here, you need punch there. Sometimes what I'm doing is ducking the head, because that's the reality. You're caught off guard. So what you're gonna do is duck the head. So what I keep on asking, tell the students, so duck the head, move forward your kappa here, then destroy them with this one. But if they're lucky that they're facing here, then they can do this, hit, or they can do this, and this one will hit here. So if you want to practice it with jab and cross, go move, jab and cross, stand and go. So by just doing this, they will land here. No, then from there, then you strike with another one here. Then when he punch again, this will be a strike, and then the strike. I can do even with this. So when he tap me here, okay? So then push, suntok, here. By just doing this, moving forward, same thing as kappa, by just having this structured to really protect my head. Then moving forward, so this one is protected. So look, if you strike me here, I don't care, this is the strongest part of my head. I just don't need him to land here. Okay? So those are the 3 common head defenses that I've taken from Philippine martial arts. There's a lot more. One way, the last thing is the kalasag, which is the what I'm doing with the kalasag. I actually showed it to you earlier. So, for example, if you strike me, pero napadaan na. 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, hitting and blocking simultaneously by blocking there, then attacking, or by blocking here, blocking and attacking simultaneously. In terms of empty hand perspective, if you punch me here, both hands can be here. You punch it here, here, here. It's almost similar to Bakuran, but the only difference is you caught off guard and you're just raising your hands. So if you punch it, either it blocks here or not, as long as you're protected. This is just to be called paniguro, or to make sure that just this, in case that this is too powerful and it landed there, then have the supporting hand. And if you punch there, so same thing, this is good, but it caught me off guard and still fall through, I still have here. Okay, that will not be. Here, I need to really go powerful with that one. Okay, so for example, he punched me here, I can snap and hit him, or punch me here, then I can snap and hit. Okay, so hope you get a few or two with this concept, and try to test it with your student and pressure test it. Okay, thank you, and hope to see you next time. So again, this is Guro Gani. Please subscribe and support the channel. click the notification bell so you'll be notified with another release of video, might be next week. And please share it if you support me by sharing it to your friend. Okay, thank you, Pugay, and see you in the next one.